Hey, I'm Becky Worley from ABC News. We're celebrating Pride this month, and as I consider the history of LGBTQ issues, boy, do I stand on the shoulders of so many people who've come before me. I was a little older when I suddenly realized I have a crush on a girl, and I took a really logical path to think about what would it be like to be gay and to live a life that was outside what I had envisioned for myself. I started thinking of the people that I know. It started with the most visible people in my life who were athletes. Billie Jean King, Martina Navratilova came to mind immediately. And they did so much to raise awareness of issues for gay women and gay people everywhere. Billie Jean King was always working for women, and that was so clear in everything she did. Over time, it's only become more obvious that she is passion and integrity driven as she tries to move the ball forward on women's issues. I was always impressed by Martina Navratilova because she didn't seem to apologize for who she was. She didn't have a lot of words. She didn't explain herself. She just stood in herself confidently. And that's always been inspirational to me. Ellen DeGeneres, she's just so visible, and she really made it okay to be gay and for people to know you can still be liked and loved. I was worried what my friends would think. Would they like me, even if I was gay? And then Ellen came out, and everybody loves Ellen.
For the first time, the lead character in a primetime show will reveal herself to be gay. And oh boy, has the world been talking about that?
She was on the cover of Time magazine, and the thing she was probably most afraid of, and that I was most afraid of, it made her into a superstar. She was authentic, she was the same person, and everybody loved Ellen. It sort of felt like if Ellen could be out, anybody could be out. It really was a trailblazing move in pop culture, and so much of our world right now is pop culture. Ellen is ultimately likable, and her sexuality is sort of irrelevant. Robin Roberts is grace, integrity. She is such visibility as a Black gay woman who is out and very, very present in the daily lives of all our viewers. As I was thinking about coming out, I thought about work and how lucky was I that I got to work with someone who was so open and so brave. Robin interviewed President Obama about how his thinking had evolved on gay marriage, and that was a watershed event.
It is important for me to go ahead and affirm that I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
So once again, the President supports same-sex marriage, and Diane and George, he was very comfortable in discussing this.
To see the interaction between those two people that I respect made me feel like, okay, this is happening. This is really moving forward and progress is occurring. She inspires me every day, and I think it really means a lot that Robin is up there on the anchor desk and that everyone can see she is taking her rightful place as a gay Black woman, a cancer survivor, everything she's been through, she owns it. So many of us are trying to figure out how to practice our faith and be true to our sexuality. There's a Catholic priest called Father James Martin, and he works to improve inclusion in the Catholic Church for the LGBTQ community. My family is very Catholic. I was raised in the church. It's a big part of who we identify with in our family. And so for my mother, she's always been accepting of me, but she's struggled to figure out how to merge her love and acceptance of me with the doctrine of the church. So to hear the voice of a priest within the Catholic Church who is advocating under a lot of duress for more inclusion for LGBTQ Catholics, that means a lot to my mom. I think it's really important to know that there are voices from within, like Father James Martin, who's advocating for the LGBTQ community, and even getting an audience with the Pope, trying to move the needle and progress the church to what really should be the way that they approach inclusion. Now, the moms, Kim Cobb and Jill Violet, and then a separate couple, Missy Park and Dana Tilson. These were friends of ours who had kids. And so I could see that it was possible to be a same-sex couple with kids, with jobs, with great relationships with their parents and families, and that it was all going to work out. I saw them as families, and it inspired me to realize, okay, I can do this. I can be gay and I can be a mom. Those are not two mutually exclusive things. They can come together. It seems so mainstream now, but at the time, it was revolutionary. Visibility for queer families is so important because as people come out, as parents contemplate the sexuality of their kids, they need to see the long arc of what their lives will be like. And it's not just what's going on for a teenager or someone in their young 20s who's exploring their sexuality. There's career, there's family, there's friends, and all those things are possible. So the fact that we are a soccer mom, minivan, all the normal family stuff, but we just happen to have two moms, I think it just normalizes everything, and it shows the long arc of a queer life that is wonderful. And parents, especially as they're trying to accept their kids' sexuality, they need to know that all these things are available to them. So many people were role models for me as I was going through the process of coming out and coming to terms with my sexuality. And I just think their presence was so important to give me hope and give me guidance. I truly stand on their shoulders and have so much gratitude to them. Happy Pride to all of you.